Coronation Street has just delivered a major update in Nina Lucas's exit storyline, and for a moment, it looked as though her dream of starting a completely new chapter might have fallen apart. But then, one unexpected message changed everything. Nina has finally received an answer about her future away from Weatherfield. And while it is exciting news, there is one emotional question that fans can't ignore. Could this really be the beginning of Nina's final goodbye?
Nina's future has been hanging in the balance ever since viewers learned that Mollie Gallagher would be leaving the role after almost 7 years on Coronation Street. And this week's scenes made that upcoming departure feel much more real. Nina had traveled to Whitby for an interview at an art gallery, hoping that the opportunity could give her a fresh start and something positive to focus on. But when she returned to Weatherfield, she wasn't exactly celebrating. Instead, Nina admitted to Roy Cropper that she thought she'd completely ruined her chances. She explained that the location had been wonderful, but when it came to the actual interview, her nerves had taken over. And honestly, this moment felt very true to Nina's character. She's someone who can appear confident on the outside, but when something really matters to her, those doubts can quickly come rushing back.
Then came the moment that completely changed the mood. Later, at the Rovers, Nina received a message from the gallery. But there was one problem. She was so nervous about what it might say that she couldn't bring herself to read it. That's when Asha stepped in. And the message contained exactly the news Nina had been hoping for. The gallery wanted her. Suddenly, what Nina thought had been a disastrous interview had turned into an opportunity for a completely different future. Asha was thrilled for her, although there was obviously a bittersweet side to the news. Because this isn't simply Nina getting a new job, it's another step away from the people and the place she's called home for years. And that makes the whole storyline much more emotional. For Nina, this could be the fresh start she's been looking for. But for viewers who followed her journey for years, it could also be the moment when her exit starts to feel unavoidable. And this is where I think the storyline becomes particularly interesting. Nina isn't leaving because everything in Weatherfield has suddenly gone wrong. Instead, she's being presented with a genuine opportunity to build something different. That makes her departure feel much more complicated. If Nina had been pushed out by a huge argument or dramatic fallout, viewers could easily understand why she wanted to leave. But here, she's actually excited about what comes next.
And Asha's reaction makes that even more emotional. The two have shared a close friendship, and now Asha is faced with the reality that Nina could soon be somewhere else, starting a completely different life. There's something quite bittersweet about watching a character finally get the opportunity they've been waiting for, while knowing that it could mean saying goodbye to the people they've grown close to. And there's still another important question. What exactly will Nina's new life look like once she leaves Weatherfield?
We already know that Mollie Gallagher's departure isn't simply a storyline rumor. The soap previously confirmed that Nina would be leaving Weatherfield, and Gallagher has filmed her final scenes. So now, these smaller developments suddenly carry much more weight. That job offer in Whitby isn't just another piece of Nina's story. It could be the beginning of the explanation for how the character eventually moves on. And personally, I think that's what makes this exit more interesting.
Mollie Gallagher has previously spoken about her decision to leave the soap, and her comments give this storyline an even more personal feeling. She has explained that playing Nina for so many years was something she cared deeply about. One of the things that mattered to her was keeping Nina's identity consistent, particularly her distinctive alternative style and personality. And that is something viewers have certainly come to associate with the character. But Gallagher also wanted to challenge herself creatively.
So the big question now is whether this new opportunity will become the final piece of Nina's exit story. Will she really leave Weatherfield behind for good? Or could there still be one last emotional twist before she says goodbye?
For me, the most fitting ending would be to see Nina leave on her own terms, excited about the future, but still aware of everything and everyone she's leaving behind. After nearly 7 years, Nina Lucas's story is heading toward a major turning point. And if this new job is the beginning of that goodbye, viewers could be in for a very emotional final chapter. What do you think about Nina's exit? Are you going to miss her on Coronation Street? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more Corrie updates.